So hi again, everybody. A very good evening. 4:15 by the watch. This is me, Justine Kapani, wishing everybody a very happy new year. I'm Justine Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions, presently based in Delhi NCR, Noida. Besides that, I'm also a speaker at various international and national forums and stuff, part of some trade promotion councils as well. I'm also a drummer with the Delhi Drum Circle and a lot more. This is not about me, this is about this amazing set of lines I have before me because, like me, I'm sure there are so many people all across the country, city, and the world who are wanting to keep themselves up and going in creativity and also kind of wanting to go forward with their ideas and plans and stuff which they have as resolutions or whatever personal and professional goals and stuff. So here's a set of lines for everybody here. So, firstly, thank you so much for your messages and for your wishes. In case I missed your messages or they've gone into spam and stuff on social media, thank you very much. And for those who've messaged me, and if I've missed them by chance, please know that sometimes WhatsApp kind of deletes those messages because it has been giving trouble to me over a few months and to other friends of mine also. So that's that. But anyways, thank you so much for your messages and for your emails and all that. And a crash course in creativity is the set of lines, and there's a term called gusuhuku, which is actually a Japanese term, and it's used for kind of gathering work colleagues together at a place where they usually meet with a common objective, which is to kind of have the whole team's improvement happening and to also have some collective new ideas and action plans in place and stuff. So this is in Japanese called Gasuku, and it's actually a practice where people also discuss their hobbies and passions together. Let's say it could be music, it could be martial arts, it could be drawing, painting, drumming, it could be storytelling, it could be music or whatever. And the author is sharing this, saying that we dedicate so much of our time to the mundane tasks at office and work and stuff, and we forget to kind of dedicate some time off to our passions and stuff. And my thoughts are the same, that we have to develop our ikigai. Ikigai to people sounds complicated. Purpose, mission, this is something which we all kind of have a question before us when we are in college, when we are growing and stuff. What are we doing for the world? What are we going to do as we grow up and stuff? But the point is, what about the hobbies and the creative side, which is going to keep you going? So, the mistake that people make usually is that they get so fixated into their office hours and stuff. It's okay, to work, it's okay to love your work and stuff, but you have to find time and make time for other creative activities because these actually recharge you and boost you and stuff. So the author is saying, just like me, that in the routines and in the discipline and everything, we tend to take up and give all our time to work and everything, and we forget to play. And it is not our fault because this is the way we are conditioned, that's the way we are brought up. We've seen our parents like that, we've seen our grandparents doing it, we see the world do this, and then of course we get into this state of mind in school and colleges around competition and scoring and acing and stuff like that. So that's the way the conditioning happens, and I'm sure it happens everywhere all across the world because students who go abroad to study also are going there with the objective of working on their careers and stuff. Okay, so there's nothing wrong in that. And now they are talking about, so how many people actually take their time off to kind of understand that your education may be important, but depriving yourself of certain hobbies or passions can actually deplete you, then work in favor of you. So can you imagine spending a weekend in a hotel in the mountains with 3 or 4 friends? If you can, great. If you can go, great. But can you think of 3 or 4 friends who get together in the neighborhood in the cold weather in the winter, painting and drawing or doing some stuff? That's possible as well. So you don't have to have far-fetched escapes and stuff. You can always start from where you are. And if it's a weekend, you can actually kind of plan or schedule your weekend at the very onset and get into these hobbies and activities and passions which kind of make you look forward and stuff and also recharge you and rejuvenate you. So, say for example, we've had the Delhi Rum Circle, and besides that, there also music and art and everything happening. So, a lot of people can say, you know what, we don't have the time and we are busy with our work and stuff like that, but it's the reality for everybody. The point is, when you go there, you understand that you meet new people, you have some new discoveries about you, you have some new music, you have some new energy, you have some new people you meet, you have a new place you've been to, you are exploring on an adventure, and you definitely get charged up. And the best thing is that it kind